All right, guys, so we are back at one of our absolute favorite golf courses. This is Pound Ridge. It is a Pete Dye design, super challenging. There is not an even lie to be found out here. But if you didn't catch our last video, last time we were here, we were with Brad Worthington. I learned this brilliant little move that has dramatically helped my golf game. It's saved me tons of strokes. It's really changed the way I swing the club. So, of course, expectations are super high. Learned so much from Brad last time. Can't wait to get back out there with him again today. And this time, we're gonna take on the back nine, which features some of the most dramatic Pete Dye design holes you'll ever see. Wait till you see some of these. So we're gonna learn some course management. Who knows, maybe we'll learn some new swing tips, but if the last video is anything to show for it, then like I said, I'm super excited for this one. So I'm gonna go grab Mike, we're gonna grab Brad, and we're gonna tee it off on the 10th hole. Let's go.
Hey, we learned a lot last time we were here. So much that we had to come back. So I hope you're okay with that.
And we had some fun last time
We did have some
right?
fun. We did have
so
some
I'm looking
fun.
forward to this.
Now it's been a year. Our game has changed a little bit since we were last year. And there's a couple things that I want to be working on with you today, especially trying to hit more of a draw off the tee. I'm going to try to commit to it today. I'm not going to bail out and play that fade that I trust. I'm really going to commit to it.
So I'll watch you line up. I want to see a couple shots. I'm not going to say much the first 2 or 3 holes. You know, let you swing, let you play, and we'll have some fun.
Great.
Good job.
All right.
Let's go.
There goes right.
We'll give you a mulligan here.
All right.
Welcome to Pound Ridge.
Yeah.
The director of golf can give mulligans anytime, right?
Anytime he wants. It's got a little draw to it. I mean,
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, a little bit. You can actually see the club coming here, and you hit that a little bit on the toe. You just hit a little high on the face. And you can see the mark right there, right?
Yeah, so why would I? Because I was swinging down at it?
A little bit more down. I always try to tell everybody, you know, on irons, you want to hit the ground. Driver, you don't. So if you were a little bit higher, I think that would have been a straight shot and a little draw.
Brad, for a putt like this, you're probably not thinking make it, right? In this range, what's the thought process course management wise?
So if you remember last time, we did that little tee drill.
Yep.
So this is downhill, but if you can hit that thing within a 3-foot zone from this distance, either short or long, you're happy, right?
Right.
Pound Ridge, you have to play a lot of slope. So what do you think on the line on this? What's your choice?
Well, I think the most important, the last 6 feet or so is a right to left into the hole.
Yeah.
I see a different break before that.
The speed to me is the most important thing. If you can get that thing speed right, you're good.
How the greens running to Pound Ridge?
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
Pick up the speed.
You got a putt.
Yeah.
Good two putt. This par 3 is always one of my favorite tee boxes. In fact, Mike, do you remember when we played it from the tips?
Oh, I do.
How can you forget, right?
How can you forget, man? This hole is a beast from the tips.
It certainly
It's a beast
was.
from every
It's
tee box.
Right, it is. But it's so beautiful here. The way Pete Dye designed this place with this tee box, and you're kind of surrounded by these big stone walls. So you get to taking that in, but then you got to look up and realize how tough a shot you got here. You know what I mean?
It is a tough shot.
It is a tough shot.
Ooh, stay on.
Stay on is right.
Yeah, you're up there.
Good shot.
The dreaded downhill chip shot.
The trick to this too is you got a lot of grass between the ball and the club face, so that's going to slow the club down a little bit. You have to really make sure on a shot like this your shoulders are level with the slope and you swing down the slope because you want to make good contact. You want to try to take double out of the equation. So getting it up there somewhere just on the front of the green would be great. Take a few practice swings. Get your left shoulder low.
Get it low.
Open the face just a little bit. I like choking down. That's great.
How's that?
Perfect.
Just like swing down.
Down the slope. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We did, right? That's it. Boom.
Nicely done.
Nice job.
Nicely done.
Good shot. So Frank, your ball is dead into the grain the whole way.
Yep.
Because when we're looking from the opposite direction, you can see how light it is.
I think that's a good thing to stop and talk about for 1 second because we hear the word grain, but it's tough to see it.
If it's growing away from you, it'll be shiny and a little different color. And you can see the two contrasting colors on this green. Now the trick is to figure out where it is and then use it to your advantage. Let's try to see it. If you can see it here, you can see how light it is, and then let's go to your putt and see how dark it is.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
So you can see there, yeah, right, like where Mike was standing, it starts to go downhill, it gets lighter, and then here it's dark coming up.
So your putt is really tricky because the first 3/4 of it is with the or into the grain, and then it switches to down grain. So you got to hit it harder. It's going to be tricky.
Turn.
It's a good speed.
And I played it, I thought it would break left. I played it there. Long par threes, you take par all day.
all day.
All day. Mike, this is where you want to hit that draw.
This is it. We got a DLL here, a little dog leg left, and this is something I normally would just start over a left tree, bring it back, and give up about 30 yards. But today, I'm not going to do that. We're sticking with it.
Okay.
All right?
This is the hole for it.
Okay.
So what do we got here?
So basically, this is Dr. Scholl's foot putter. If you get athlete's foot, you can throw it on there. It's a double duty. But I'm going to spray your face right here. And it goes right on like that. And what I'd like to see you do is kind of just hit one high toe right in over there.
High toe.
And so the gear effect will make the ball rotate around the center of mass. So on the toe, it actually is a draw, heel is a fade.
What happened there?
So that's actually the ball. So
Wait, that's the ball?
that's the mark of the ball. We were hoping high toe, we went low heel, so let's do that again.
What happened?
You created a lot of centrifugal force, right? That's outward force that caught you. You weren't trying to hit it there,
No.
but a little bit too much speed. Also, you want to hit the tee pretty much every time you drive it.
Okay.
So,
all right, let me try it. Let me just try one more time.
one more.
Try it again. You got a little draw. It's a low draw, but we got a little draw.
Still in here.
A little bit on the heel.
Still there.
But that's information, you know, and you want to take that and go out to the range, and if we can move that up here, it'll be a higher trajectory.
Is that because I'm still coming in this way as opposed to going out that way?
When you swing, a lot of times, I know you're not trying to hit it on the heel, but you create centrifugal force, so your arms extend, and that's why you hit a little bit on the heel.
Let me do. I got short guy problems. There you go.
Good air there. Well, how many inches you get on that?
How many? All right. Favor the right side.
Even that shot had a little draw to it.
That was pretty solid.
The divot tells the whole story.
Exactly. So last year I said the ball's the best teacher.
Yep.
The divot's the second best teacher, because that kind of shows where the club was traveling, and if the face was open to that, it would squirt much more to the right. If we went left to that, then the face was slightly closed and you'd probably draw it.
Texas wedge champ. 3-time winner.
Texas wedge champ.
You notice how it went from 2-time to 3-time?
Yeah.
That's my game right there. There it is. All right, familiar with this par 5. Now, I wanted to ask about, I mean, I don't want to say that, I don't want to stop playing the thing.
Yeah.
I just, a lot of coaches have told me, like, hey, Mike, with your speed and everything, you're giving up a lot of yards by always playing that. So that's what my head thinks, like, I got to hit a draw.
Look at Dustin Johnson. I mean, he went to a fade with his driver. He fades at 5, 10, 15 yards. So a fade is not a bad shot. It's just how you hit it. If you hit it from the inside, it goes further. If you come across it and over it, then you lose a lot of distance. So it's really the type of fade you hit that makes it good
Not
or
all
bad.
fades are created the same.
Exactly,
Not all fades
exactly.
What do you think? You gonna stick with it either way? Pound it through? Do the draw?
I did promise myself I'd stick to it today. All right, let's keep it going.
go.
Let's keep it going.
Good, good.
I'll tell you something though. Dead straight. I haven't hit a ball like that in I don't know how long.
Let's look at the face. That was awesome. That really was good contact.
I hit it in the middle, but in the bottom.
It's okay though. It was closer to the middle, so that's partly why it went pretty straight.
So that eliminated spin, side spin.
So I do think if you can get it a little bit higher on the face by clipping that tee, you'll get a little bit higher trajectory and maybe another 10 or 15 yards.
Should I tee it up a little more?
That's one way to do it.
Okay.
Yep. Let's try it though. That was good.
Starting to get promising, guys. Starting to get promising. Getting straighter. Soon we're gonna start moving left. Soon.
Oh yeah, buzz the tower. Right over the rock. Great shot.
I was wanting to do that.
That's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Great shot there.
Great shot.
Cleared the rock by a bit.
Little fade there for you.
Hey, it worked, man. Wasn't a draw, but man, you got a lot of
I
distance
got a lot
out
of
that.
distance. Par 5, looking at 187 home.
Okay.
So there we go. Now I got like almost a forced draw here with the ball above my feet. So I'm actually gonna aim a little more right.
I would 100% aim right here.
Okay. Oh, there, draw it. No! Didn't start it right enough,
You drew it
but
though.
it's promising. It's promising. That's what I came here today to
It
do.
was nice, crisp contact. I'll tell you what.
All right, so I'm absolutely loving these playing lessons. I'm very fortunate to play with so many great coaches in the area. Guys on the channel like Brad and Kevin Sprecher and Tom Reynolds, Ryan Hager, and the list goes on and on. So with that said, guys, we are going to be doing a lot of these playing lessons with coaches all over. We are willing to travel to do them. So what we want to know is, what coaches do you want to see on the channel? What coaches do you want to see us learn from and bring those tips to you? Let us know. Drop a comment below, put their name in, and guess what? We'll make it happen. All right, 100 to the middle. What every player dreams of, right?
I love it. Got my 100-yard club, so I'm going to throw away this one and try to hit it in there just a little bit right of the pin because everything kicks left. Lucky I am left because I pulled it a little bit, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you had it. Good roll.
All right, Brad, our favorite hole in the course, 15.
Tough pin, not a lot of depth here. So you're short, you're in the marsh. You're long, you could hit that rock and bounce back in the marsh.
We've
So
seen that before.
I'm sure you've seen that. I think I maybe have done that before. So the question is, how do you normally coach someone to play this hole? I mean, is there anything really you can do other than try to get your number and get as close to that number as you can? Or is there a safer way to play it? What's your thinking?
On this hole, you know, I would not necessarily aim at the pin.
Okay.
You know, I think if you aim, you know, 20 feet right of this hole, you're much better off because anything left is basically dead.
Yeah.
You're having to re-tee it. Taking one less club, aiming right, having a 30-footer, you know, 2-putt, get out of here.
That's the smart way to get out of this hole.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now when the pin's up front, that might be a different story,
Gotcha.
right?
All right, let's fire it and get a real number here. What do you got?
I'm just kidding.
Tell 'em.
137.7 playing the number.
Okay.
We're level.
That safe side we were just talking about.
He did what we said, right?
Right now, win closest, but
Because you could get out of here with a par from there.
right.
Take that every day. Come on back down.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. Thought you had it. Hey guys, I just want to take a quick moment to thank this video's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators, letting you explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in your creativity. So whether you're a hobbyist who likes to dabble or a pro looking to hone your skills, there's undoubtedly something in there for you. Some of our favorite Skillshare classes include Creativity Unleashed with Nathaniel Drew, Creative Photo Walking with Sean Dalton, and Productivity for Creatives with Thomas Frank. In fact, each class we take helps us learn something new so that we can improve the videos we make right here on the channel. Plus, best of all, Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. Oh, and get this, the first 1,000 of our subscribers who click the link in the video description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. So get in there, check out Skillshare, learn something new, and have fun doing it. All right, guys, back to our playing lesson. All right, guys, we're about to tee it off on 18 here. This is one of the most challenging holes out here. Long par 4. There's just bunkering to death up the left side. And then when you get closer to the green, you'll see tiny little green, lots of water left. So it's going to be a challenge. But before we do, of course, we want to thank Pound Ridge for always being so incredible of a host when they have us out here every year. This is always a treat for us. And, of course, Brad. And, guys, as you can see, we've had nothing but incredible experiences working with Brad. So if you want to work with him, we'll put all the links in the video description so you can come out here and take a lesson with Brad. Trust me, it's worth every minute. We've learned so much, but we got one more hole to play, so let's get out there.
Final hole here. This is a hole I would definitely play the fade, but I'm sticking to my guns because I'm not going to give up on it. And you just gave me a little tip. Start a little bit more left, aim more right.
So if you're going to draw it, so line up on the left side of the tee. If you're going to fade it, line up on the right side. So you're doing the right thing. You have a better angle, right? If you lined up on the right side there, those trees come into play, but now you have some room.
Yeah, okay.
The last hole, your start line was a little too far left. That one was a hair too far right, but had that started 10 yards left of that,
Yeah,
would have probably had a nice little
right
draw.
down the fairway.
So
But this is promising. I
there
haven't
you
seen
did.
this
You
all
did
day.
that.
I did
You
it. All right.
That's it, man.
Boom.
That's a good ball right down the middle. Nice shot.
All right, so Brad, caught this fairway bunker here. We still got a long way to go on this long par 4, and I want to just kind of go back to what we were talking about before. Sometimes you just got to take your lumps, play for bogey, right? So obviously we're not getting home here. What do you think? What would be a good play?
So what club have you chosen?
I got like a mid iron. I got like an 8 iron here.
That's a good idea because you have a bank to get up over, so that's a good thing to do. I would also, technique-wise, put your weight on your left side. The bunker is an unstable surface. Grip down about a half inch so you get the ball first.
Gotcha.
And just make good contact.
That clean strike, because otherwise, I mean, we've all felt it. You get a little behind, gets that sand, and you just might not even make it out.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll give it a go.
Then to win.
Then to win.
There it is, man.
Beautiful shot. Good shot.
Yeah, way on the left side, definitely
That helped.
feel it. Yeah.
That was excellent.
Hey, then to win.
Then to win. The last thing in your mind.
Then to win. Yeah. It's pit high.
Knock it in for the par.
Okay, just keep stop. Oh yeah.
Hot. Look at this.
The universe is not giving it to me today. No. Not today. All right, guys. I told you we would learn a lot. Brad, thank you so much.
This was fun having you guys here. It's so much fun when you guys play here, and we've had a good time out on the course.
Yeah,
guys
how do you
learned
beat
some
it? How do you
stuff.
beat this?
can't
Pound
beat Pound
Ridge?
Ridge,
Hey,
yeah.
come on, right?
The only Pete Dye course in New York. Really a lot of fun.
So thank you again. We've got to see the back 9, guys. If you haven't get a chance to do it, go back and watch the last video where we did the front 9. Like I said, we've just learned incredible amount, and we'll put all the links below so you can get in touch with Brad. Come out here, get a lesson. You're not going to regret it. Like I said, Pound Ridge is a real treat. We'll see you guys soon.